Good morning, Rabbi Sai. Good morning, Moti Belsky. That was Shmuel. Stop. I just spoke to him, yeah. Givaldik. Rabbi Sai, we have some Givaldik guests here, all the way from LA. We have Reb Nacho, Shalom Aleichem. What's your name?
Yaakov Nachemson.
Yaakov Nachosim is.
Yeah, there you go.
They call him Nacho. What, Nachemson?
Nachemson.
Shalom Aleichem. And another two layers. What's your name?
Ari Friedman, Florida now.
Florida. Wow, you went from the warm to the warm. Beautiful. And that's your Shalom Aleichem. Zevi. Welcome. Who else? Any other guests? Chashva guests? Who else? Who, that guy? Is that guy? You're not such a guest. No, he's not a guest. Him, he's not a guest. He was here a few days ago. Who else? Right? You're not a guest. No. Come on. Rabbi Sai, smashing success. America's Daf Yomi wives.mdy.com. Last night, over 130 women joined. The food and the pastries donated by Serto Market and Strauss Bakery. Our Schlissel, what do they call him? Eli Schlissel. What do you call himself? I forgot back in the day. But what's the whole Nikuda? What? It was set up beautifully. We can't show, the amount of emails. I can't. I can barely read what I have today. What's the point? The point is to give the women a place that they can get together and get chizuk and discuss how to bring their friends to share the same kind of benefit that they're receiving. They see how great it is to see their husband by the dining room table learning Torah instead of on his phone scrolling or whatever. The kids see it, and you're bringing up different kids to share that with their friends, to bring other people. I want to say yishkoyach to my wife for putting out the message. I know people have to go out of their comfort zone. Nisanel Gantz's wife never spoke in public. She took charge. She ran the whole thing. She cleaned up after the whole thing. And I think that it's a great opportunity to see that they were very successful. Other communities can do the same exact thing. We just need people to jump in, take initiative. My wife reminded me that here in Ramat Bet Shemesh, they had two things. They had Rav Gav once, the whole speech was very successful. They had one here in the Beis Medrash. But just people to keep on going. Reb Nachum Katz, he volunteered his wife to take over, and he's saying yes. Or maybe he volunteered Reb Ironhorn's wife. I don't remember. It was one of those two. Something with. Yeah. Okay. Bezer Hashem. No, seriously. It's just an initiative. Somebody has to step forward. 99% of the people, they're laid back and they say, okay, somebody else is going to do it. They think you got to jump in, and even if people are doing things, you could also jump in and help out. V'chulu. But it's kedai. It's a good thing, and I just want to remind the Olam, the raffle. I think it's today. Is it tonight? For the Siyum of the Perek Ben Soyer Moira, Rabbi Sai, here from Eli Robinson, regards from Lakewood. My 2-year-old can't follow the entire Shiri yet, but he definitely feels the geschmack in doing the daf. No, here, to share this with your friend and say, what's better, that your kid should know how to say good morning, Rabbi Sai, or to say a few lines from, what are they watching today? I don't know what they're watching. Barney is okay, kids, that's gewaldig. Zogt the heilige email from Tzvi Spiro. Sunday night I made a l'chaim for the engagement of my daughter to Izzy. Oy vey, it's one of these names. I used to know how to say this name. Send this show. Sendischew. Even the letters in this name are all hard for me to say. Send the show. Of course, he's a fellow MDYer since Brachas. I posted the Simcha on a few MDY chats, and then my phone started blowing up. But more than that, I began to receive phone calls, and people actually showed up to the Chaim. What was their connection? Our only connection is that we are all part of MDY family. We all learned the Daf of the Rebelli, and this was enough for them to take time out of their Sunday to just someone who's part of the fantastic MDY family Mazel Tov. But really amazing was that the one and only Yossi Klein drove him from Muncie to say Mazel Tov. Wow. Which reminds me, Yossi Klein, Mark Ashkenazi, all the people that are behind the women's thing as well. There's a lot of people that helped out, a lot of women also who I don't even know their names. Big Mazel Tov to the great uncle Michael Harbiter. Harvader, Shkoyach, and Michael, who gets to be by the share every day live. MD Wire since Baba Kama, Tzvi, Spiro, Mazel Tov. Michael Ben Chishrit also has a Mazel Tov. I'm happy to sponsor today's daf in honor of the engagement of my son, Baruch Avram Brandon, who you have known personally since his yeshiva days in Israel. Baruch Hashem, he got engaged to Miriam Casson of Oakhurst, New Jersey last night. Brandon reminded of how he has come a long way since the first time he came to visit MDY and you put him on the spot when you called him up. Since then, he's been learning regularly. He's now an assistant first grade Rebbe. And now he's a Hatan, H-A-T-A-N. With the help of the amazing MDY editing team, I'm sharing with you a short clip of his first visit to MDY, Mesechtes Beitza 32, of the beginning of Brandon's MDY experience. Thanks as always for your inspiration to my son, to learners of all generations. With much gratitude, may we always see Simchas, Michael Ben Chitrit and family. Rabbi Isai, here's Beitza Daf Lamed Beis. I think my hair was slightly darker then, and a few other things. With us today, it just so happens to be. It's unbelievable how much they aged. It's unbelievable. Brandon, that's you? Look, oh, it's side by side. It's unbelievable. Get over here. He doesn't have to get over if he doesn't want to. I have a picture of him. He's here with my Rebbe, Rabbi Didi Kramer. If anybody wants to see, you want to get over here? You also didn't have a single white hair then. Say Shalom Aleichem to your father. Shalom Aleichem, Brandon. Is that when you came? Say hi to your dad right over there. Say hi. What yeshiva do you go to? Oh, TJ! Give a holding. Okay, anyway. Oh, Yehuda Stefansky. Hi, Yehuda. Send regards. Tell him to come to Shiri. Start watching. Dear Rebelli, I'm following up on Aaron's email to you, which you read during today's shir. I want to pass along information about an organization called Ray of Hope. Home, Ray of Hope. Ray of Hope's mission, and I saw that Rebelli Brudny gave Askama to this place. It's a nice firm place, I believe. Ray of Hopes. I'm not giving it I don't know anything about it, but I saw the Rebelli Brudny's name attached to this. I received a bunch of emails and text messages yesterday, and I'm encouraging anybody that's a survivor or whatever wants to share this story to email me. Some of them I'm not allowed to share. Some of them I couldn't share, but send it in. Ray of Hope's mission is to build caring and empowered communities to support Jewish men, women, and families in their healing from the trauma of childhood sexual abuse. I've done pro bono legal work for Ray of Hope, and I have to say that it's one of the most amazing and important organizations that I've been involved with. They mamish save neshamas. That being said, if you feel it's appropriate to share this resource with Aaron and other MDY family, it could potentially reach someone in our community who's suffering in silence. Your Talmud, Adam B. Kaufman, ESQ, Associates, PLLC, Attorneys at Law, Yeshar Koyach. Adam, thanks for your thing. Okay, Rabbi say I want to show this, but you know what? I'll just say real quickly that we had a guy in the shir who was a big part of the shir, and just to remind the Olam, because we forget how short life is and how sweet life is, and we have to take advantage when we have it. Shimi Weiss was a big part of the shir from all the way in the beginning, and one day he was struck with the machla, and it seems like a day later. It took such a short time, and he was a funny guy. He had a sense of humor, Shein Kamayu, and now his brother's writing that he needs a refuah shleima himself. He has the machla, and his name is Levi Yitzchak Isaac Ben Uri Yutel Weiss, and he's currently in the hospital with cancer. And he sent us in just to remind us. If you look closely, he's wearing a 8-minute, like just the ceiling that we have here. I'm not going to show the whole thing. It's 2.5 minutes long, and it's funny and everything, but...
Happy birthday, Reb Eli. L'chaim to Reb Eli. Yom Holedet Sameach. A Margit share that's focus is only to inspire us. You always tell the Chabura to reach for the sky. And with tefillah and the Torah, Hashem will keep us high. To the people Am Yisrael, a Talmid Chacham you'll be known. This land, this whole...
Rabbi Isai, what? Mordechai sells Rabbi Isai after 6 years being married. The Gabbai in the first minyan had a baby boy. Mazel tov, Mazel tov. Big simcha, big simcha. Bezer Hashem, his brother, should find the shidduch. Nechami, where is he? Just there. Mesechtes Beis, he's only 24 years old. Lirfo Shleim is Shmuel ben Chana Ettel and Yosef Chaim ben Shmuel ben Alte Nechama by the grateful family. Refuah Shleima. Anonymous. For Hatzlacha, Beruknius, Ubegashmius, Larry Cohn, in memory. I'm just copying. The Refuah Shleima ben Chana Ettel and Yosef Chaim Shmuel ben Alte Nechama, a good friend of mine's son that has the machla. Anonymous, Hatzlacha, Beruknius, a young guy. Hatzlacha, Beruknis, ובגשמיות. Larry Cohn, a member of Yechiel Moshe Ben Chaim, who started learning Daf Yomi at age 17 and continued for 33 years until he was nifter anonymous for the unity of the Jewish people. Glenn Esterson, with love and gratitude from Wilmington, North Carolina. Thank you for enriching my life with Torah. Shalom Aleichem, all the guys on Zoom. Monthly sponsors: Nishma Zechariah Ben Moshe, Nishma Zechariah Bas Yosef. Binyomin Rosenfeld, Hatzlacha Parnasa. Yosef Ben Chaya Sara, Hatzlacha Berухnis ובגשמיות. Nishma the fallen hostages. Ariel ben Shiri, Kfir ben Shiri, Shiri bat Margit. Parnassah Berevach, Baruch Tzvi Nisim Ben Shoshana Leah, the Cohn sponsor, sponsored by HYK Ventures, in honor and for the success of all our clients. Yaakov ben Tzara Mishpachtoi, the Bracha Hatzlacha, the daily sponsor in honor of Mordechai Mammon, turning 40 today. Ben Arbaim Lebino, happy birthday, Mazel Tov. Yaakov, Nachem's son. That's you? Yeah. You sponsored this? Maybe. You're such a young guy. Shkoyach. Lil Nishmas, Imi Mirasi, Sharona Belo Basi Rachmiel Aleh Shalom was his first yard set today. Wow. Psh, how old was she?
51.
Wow. Ooh, wow. Very official. You should have a nechama. Because Baruch should give you koyach. Mayor official, in honor of our grandson, Levi Glatzer's Pina Ben today. Mazel Tov. By Ariel Chakanow. Ooh, Mordechai ben Rafal Chaim Doiv, the Shloishim. Thank you, Rebelli, for your chizuk. The whole mishpach should have chizuk. Choni Younger, Hoidu Lashem Ki Toiv. Ilana Price, Mazel Tov Libni Akiva Ben Gigi. Kito Dalid. Alsiyah Mishnayis, Mesechtes Yuma. Moed Cotton and Chagiga, beautiful. Kita Daled, Ilana Price, Mazel Tov Lebni Akiva Ben Gigi, beautiful. Art of the Month, Revur Shlema, for Yonatan Eitan Ben Basheva Bracha, for Schos, for Belly, and the whole MDY staff to continue to make Torah so enjoy it. Look, people are tearing up here. Emes. Me included. For Schos, to continue to make Torah so enjoy so many, in honor of Yossi Klein and Mark Ashkenazi, for all the work they do. Okay. Rabbi Isai, here we go. We're holding smack in the middle of Ein Zayin Amud Beis. I'll give you a few seconds to find it. It's literally in the middle of the Amud. Toni Raf, Tachlifa Bar Marava Kamei Der Bavo. Again, another Gewaldike Daf with good svaras, different chilukim and different. We're going to talk about gravity today. We actually have a potato launcher show. Gewaldige stuff. We go from potato head to potato launcher. It's gewaldige stuff. Tani Rav Tachlifa Bar Marova Mishmei Kamei Derebavo. Kigoin Elo Amesachtim Bekadur Shahargu. Donnie, what is it called? Suicide. What is it called? The game that you used to play in Brooklyn. Suicide. Yeah. I love it. He comes over to me after davening. He says, "We used to play this game, Suicide." Donnie, what's the name of the game? He goes, "What are you talking about? What are you saying? Are you what are you doing, Steinmaker now?"
Yeah.
What?
There's another name, but it's not.
There's another name. I got what you're saying. But kids, you throw the ball on the wall. They play it till today, and the principals don't like you very much. And the other guy goes, Reuven throws the ball at the wall, Shimon goes and tries to grab the ball, meanwhile Reuven runs away, and then he rips it as hard as he can. He tries to hurt him as much as he can. If he hits his back, let's say, he'll get a welt, we'll be there for 3 months. It's a geschmacke game. It's highly recommended. I hope they didn't hear you. I hope that microphone was off. First time vulgar language is used in the middle of the shir. And it's not even, what's his name? Is not even here. Okay. They play Suicide. The guy throws the ball and he tries to hit it off the wall. It's not a ball. Yeah, it's a ball. And it killed somebody. So if the guy is within 4 amas of the wall, then he's potter. Chutz la'arba amas chayav. We even have a little bit of a. Okay. Listen, look. I saw this on a bottle of Fruity Pebbles, so that's it. I didn't see this in real, back in the day we didn't have, in Bnei Brak, we didn't have the whole, I don't remember what that machine is called. It's like a square that had black and white things going through. What? Air conditioner. We had a sign to the cheder that we don't have an air conditioner. That we have a sign. My parents didn't have an air conditioner because you could see like these black and white figures that go. And so they had this. And if it hits him on the head and kills him, then you are chayiv. Now we're talking about golus. We're not talking about miso. We're talking about b'shoigig. Tell me the exact case. Either if the guy's interested in hitting his friend, or he's interested, afilu purtanami. It depends. Like, not that he's interested in hitting his friend, but he's interested that it should go to that distance. Afilu purtanami, even if it's a shorter distance. What's this 4 amas business? Afilu tuvenami loy. If he doesn't want it to be there, so why is he chayiv at all? Even if it went further. The way the game works is, I think your game, the suicide game, you try to hit it close to the wall. Over here, they try to hit it further away from the wall. The further away from the wall, the better it is, because you have less of a chance of getting hit by this ball, of this guy catching it and hitting you. So the fact that it went a shorter distance, he's not happy about it. The Meimra, the Chayagavne Koichayu. So now the Gemara talks about koichai. Koichai is your force. So it says in the pasuk, we're talking about the water that you sprinkle on somebody that's tamei. You have to introduce to that water, you have to introduce the ashes of a para aduma. And it says that v'nasan, you have to put those ashes in. Now what if the ashes hit the wall of the kli as such, and then, check this out, it bounces off the wall. Oh, that's not so good. It's supposed to be one shot. Okay, let me. Okay, yeah, but it paused a little bit. That's the Gemara's answer. We'll do this one. Oh. So, we're talking about koichai. The Gemara's question is, a ball that rebounds off a wall, is that your force? Or maybe it's the force of the wall? How do we view it? Another question. If I throw a ball up and it comes down, is that my force or that's gravity's force?
Yes.
Yes, what? Is there a difference if I throw it straight up and it lands straight down, or if I throw it a little sideways and it goes down? Is there a difference? So, the Gemara says there's a big difference. One of your chayiv, one your potter. So let's see. Hamakadesh v'nofal kiddush al yodoi oy al hatzad. If you threw the ashes onto the side, let's say, of the vessel, then afterwards it falls into the vessel. Apostle, that's not v'nosan, that's not you putting it in, that's not your force, that's not your koichoi. So you see over here that if it bounces off the wall of the vessel, it's not your force. How come if the ball, the suicide ball, bounces off the wall and hits the guy, you have to go to Gullus? If it's as so, where it paused on the wall a little bit, like this, first it hit the wall, then it went in, or I don't remember which one it is, but one of them, you know why? Let's do both of them. It pauses, and then it goes in. Gravity got a hold. So that's not your force. But over here, the ball, and I looked it up, it's interesting. Even if you throw a rock at a wall, in some sense, the rock condenses like a piece of rubber. There's something that happens to the actual rock and the wall, which gives it a bounce. Otherwise, the rock would just fall down. But the fact that the rock comes off the wall, so it's actually your force that's causing it to bend a little bit, or whatever the word is, and bounce back. Toshma. You had, let's say, a needle on a shard of earthenware. You want to make it tahar, so you sprinkle this mechatas on it. You don't know if you had good aim, if it actually hit the needle, or maybe it hit the earthenware. Also, maybe the water spritzed back, like it rebounded back onto the needle. Puzzle, that would be puzzle. So once again, you see that a rebound is no good. Omer Rav Chinan bar Rav Yehuda, it's not considered your force, it's just exterior force. That's why it's puzzle, the needle's still tamei. Omer Rav Chinan bar Yehuda, Mishmei de Rav, matzah itmar. Not mitzah. Mitzah means a rebound, matzah means you found water there. Now you don't know, maybe it didn't rebound. You just put the water, let's say, on the kli, and eventually it made its way to the needle. That certainly is not hazah that makes it tar. So it's not a rebound. If it was a rebound on the spot where the water hit the vessel and bounced back on the needle, that would be koichai. It would be tar. Omer Papa, There's a question in halacha actually, and it's from this sugya. What happens if you don't have, let's say, a cup to wash it with? You're on a plane and you don't have a cup. You're not allowed to have these little cups now in the bathroom. That they're making they want to bring a lawsuit against the law. Chutzpah, they're putting cups inside house. What the airline is being Jewish. Chas v'shalom. So anyway, you don't have a cup. You're on a trip. Could you open up the faucet? And is that your koyach? By opening up the faucet, the water goes in your hand. So they're saying the first thing is your power, but a moment later, it's not your power, so you have to turn it off. Turn on, turn off, turn off, turn on. You know, on the plane it would be a problem because you have to wait like 30 seconds or 10. So it's brought down from here. We learn from this sugya. A guy opens up a faucet on his friend. In English, it's called waterboarding, something like that. You know, it's not a joke. It's a form of torture. They did it in Guantanamo Bay, whatever it's called over there in Iraq. What? Guantanamo Bay. Basically, I'm not going to give any kids any ideas, but they take a shirt or whatever, take a piece of cloth, put it over the guy's face. He knows it's coming, he can't control himself. They pour water on it, and he has the sensation that he's drowning and whatever, and he just gives up information. He goes crazy. He starts panicking, like he's drowning, and sometimes his bones break, sometimes they die. You could die from it. So over here, he did some form of drowning with the water. It hit him. I open up a faucet and it hits him in the face. Chayev or not chayev? Gir dideyu. That is your direct action, your direct arrow. Umechayev, and therefore you are chayev. Chayev misa. They'll take you to court and they'll kill you. Hanimila b'koyach rishon. Oh, so there's the first force. Ava b'koyach sheni, there's the second force. Says Rashi, what's the second force? You're standing far away from it. You're standing 5, 6, 10 feet away, whatever the shear is, at a dalamis, whatever it is. That's already a second force. And that's why they say that if you're trying to wash your hands, negovas or whatever it is, the first force, the first amount of water that comes out, great. But the second one is already like rochaik. So you got to turn it off. You got to do it again. Then it's grama ba'almo. That's already a grama. What?
That wouldn't work in the case that we said yesterday in the core. If you took off the roof and it got cold, the svara you said is that you started the process of the Nissan.
Right.
But here you're starting.
It's eventual, but the same thing with the sun. Same thing with the sun. But you're saying that the second water should be koicha for the same thing. I hear. Yeah, there's a lot of very, very nuances. A lot of them. The whole sugya is coming up also. It's actually geschmack to think about these things. V'omarav papa. Zorak tzror lemala. You throw a stone upwards. V'halchal es dadim. It went slightly to the side. V'harga. Chayev. Your kinetic energy shot a stone up there, and then it's too late to ask the question, but I'll ask it anyways. You ask everybody this question, they think about it. Ask the Israelis, almost no one knew. One guy. How is it possible that you kick a ball, it goes 100 feet, stops short, and comes right back to you? How is it possible? And there's no wind. No wind. If you kick it up, it will stop short and come right back down. So that's what's going on over here. Zarik tzar lamala, you throw a stone upwards. V'achal dadim, but you didn't do it directly up. You did it to the side. V'harga, and it killed someone. Chayev. You're chayev. I don't understand. He says, why are you chayev? If it killed, the stone went up, went down, killed somebody chayiv. Why? Because it's your force. So he asked him, Gewaltige Kash, I don't understand how it works scientifically, he says. If it's your force, Tezalel, then the stone should keep on going upwards. Should keep on going all the way to space. Why does it stop? It stops because a new force is introduced, or a new phenomena, whatever you want to call it. I think it's called a force. I think Newton called it a force, not sure. But it's a force of gravity. So it's not your force. Your force, the kinetic energy, went this way. Now another force is pulling it downwards. What would I call that? I'll call that koyach koychay. It's a second force. Milav koychayu. And then he says like this, and if it's not your force, so tezel tachas, then it should actually drop like a stone exactly downwards. Let me show you what the question is. He's asking it should go like this. At a certain point, when it reaches here, it should drop down like that, but that's not what happens. What it really happens, it continues like a rainbow. It continues that way. Why? If a new force is introduced, so as soon as it hits the peak, it should drop down right there, right where the peak stops. It should drop down to that point, but it doesn't. The ball continues. It keeps on going. Yes, it goes downwards, but in a forward motion downwards. In other words, I have to call that, says the Gemara, that is still my force together in conjunction with the second force called gravity. My force is upward, up, and then gravity pulls it, so it goes that way. Because if it was just gravity, it would come down straight. So Rabbi Isai had a great opportunity yesterday. We have Yisrael Lowenstein with us here in this room. Maybe he wants to come forward and show us. I don't know, he got all dressed up for Purim. Why are you dressed up like a chef? What's the shaykhis?
Potatoes.
I don't know. This is a serious shear, my friend.
I think you can shoot it out the window.
Hold on, it's Adar. Should we let him come to the front? I don't know. Okay. Hold on a second. Hold on. Before anything. Okay, come. Show me real quickly.
All right.
Yeah. What are you? Whoa. What are you showing me?
Well, we got a new way of cooking potatoes.
Yeah.
Well, not cooking. So yesterday after the shir, I heard we're going to be doing this, doing up and down stuff.
Yeah.
And so I gave Ravelli the opportunity to shoot a potato cannon.
Right.
This is over here, so I think you're going to run the video, and then we can. I think we can shoot it out the window.
Are you serious during shear?
Yeah. Everyone
Okay.
say good morning,
So here it is.
Rosai, and then you go boom.
That's very interesting. Okay, so while I'm doing it, you'll put the potato in?
Yeah.
Okay. First, you can show the Olam how it works. Here, do it real quickly because we don't have time. We actually have to.
Yeah. Okay.
Here.
What?
I thought about something. You should do this serrated, maybe.
There's a lot of. Put the potato on.
Give Aldig. Okay. We got this. Now, Rabbi Isai, check this out. Here we go. Hold on. This is not a joke. This is real. Oh, you going? Here.
The video.
Here we go. Okay, let's go. Rabbi Isai, watch the video now. Don't watch this Purim spiel guy. Okay, enough. They're going to be watching you, not the video. I need to watch them here. Rabbi Isai, we're learning the sugya of Zorak Tzor L'Malo. That's back then. Today we do it differently. We have a potato launcher, and that's how we do it. It went all the way to the bottom. Awesome. He put deodorant in there. That's his fuel.
You want to aim it pretty much vertically.
All right, Rabbi Isai, what we're going to do is we're going to do two. We're going to go directly up and come down. Hopefully, it hits me on the head. 1, 2, 3. It's very loud. Very loud. Hold on. And look how many seconds is up in the air. Right here. Wow. Now my hip. I can't even walk. I don't know how I ran over there. That was pretty geschmack. What we just did was shot the potato straight up, and therefore, when it stops going upwards, that's when gravity kicks in, terminal velocity kicks it back in, comes back down, kills somebody. You're potter. Why? Because it's koyach, koychay. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to shoot it towards my porch. And it's going to go upwards, but eventually it's going to come down slightly. That's not gravity, but that's koyach kolosh. And that's why I would be chayiv in that case if it kills somebody. Let's see what happens. Here we go. All the way to my house, and here goes 1, 2, 3. That was unbelievable. It didn't hit the house. It did? It did not go on my porch. Not even close. What? Where is it? What is that? That's it? That's it? Emes. It hit the porch. Emes, it hit the porch. I'm serious.
Really hit our porch on one fly on the first try.
Yeah.
You want to show us how it happened? Come.
Flew all the way inside, like under here.
It's real Emes.
And bounced back.
Hit this.
I put the potato there to show where it landed.
Evidence of hitting it the chair. I don't see any evidence.
No, he showed
But I
us.
do see there's a bunch of potato over there. That's the potato.
Yisrael, come here a second.
You sure it hit the chair?
Actually, no. Fine. We'll.
Thanks, Reb Yoel.
Okay, so now focus on him. Gary, can you focus on him a second? All right. Close your ears. No, you go. This is how it goes. He's gonna shoot it. You ready? No. Let's go. No drushes now. Good morning, Rabbi Sai. Yeah. Yishmak. Yisrael, come here. Just, you don't have to come here because you're on video.
Yeah.
Did my potato hit my porch on the first shot?
Most amazing thing I've ever seen. Yeah.
And no, MS.
First shot, like you need to get exactly right now, exact angle. It hit the board, it was crazy.
I actually was hoping he's going to break a glass in my house. MS. I was hoping there'll be a better
Well, in
thing.
your house or in someone else's. I was like,
Yeah.
not me.
Givaldi, thank you very much. Yisrael Lowenstein, shtoya. All right. So now that we understand the sugya, we can go home. Torah Rabbanan. We're holding on Daf Ayin Ches Amud Aleph, and we have to do a whole daf in 15 minutes. Torah Rabbanan Yiko Asor B'nei Adam Asor. We have a Givaldi. Whoa. Oh, this actually will work very well for the next sugya. Let me show you why. Check this out. Unbelievable. What is Siyata Shmaya? Look at this. A kiss from Hashem. Listen, this signs everywhere. You just have to find them. Tana Rabbanan Hiko Ba'asara B'nei Adam. Hiko Asara B'nei Adam. 10 people beat him. Each one gave him a whack that could kill him. Ba'asara Maklos with 10 sticks, Vomes, and he dies. Doesn't matter if they hit him together or one after another. Paturim. We're going to see why. Because each person has to do the full killing. Over here, it was a joint killing of 10. Rabbi Yehuda ben Seira,
Surprised you don't have a video for that.
Rabbi Yehuda ben Seira, Imer, B'zachar zeh, ha'achrin chayav. Rabbi Yehuda ben Seira says the last one is chayav. Why? Yes, the guy is going to die anyway. Each one gave him a whack. He's struggling to live, and he's going to die within 5 minutes. But the last one, he made him die quick. They both learned from the same pasuk. Kol nefesh. What's kol nefesh? Kiyaki nefesh. Kol nefesh adam. Rabbanu Tzavri kol nefesh adike kol nefesh. In order to be chayiv misa, you have to get rid of the entire person. You have to kill the whole human being. Rabbi Yehuda ben Seira saw about kol nefesh, kol duhu nefesh. They learned the same word. Does it mean all or it means some? Kol duhu nefesh. Even if the guy's about to die, you killed some of his life, and for that you're chayiv misa. Amarava, hakam moedim b'harig is a treifa shu patur. Everybody admits that if you kill a treifa, so as I showed you a second ago, this is a treifa. This guy would be a treifa. He's missing a vital part of his body. His heart is not there anymore. Oh, it even says, I don't know, I kind of feel empty inside usually. Any clues? Kids are like, he sees the plant on the, fine. The point is he's a treifa. What's a treifa? A treifa means that not that he's dying. A treifa means that one of his organs here, this is a treifa. Let's say this is his esophagus, or what is it called? The trachea, the trachea. And it's slit. So halachically, he doesn't have a trachea. So this is fascinating. And this is also something that you're going to think about all day. This guy is considered a dead man walking. He's dead, halachically dead. I just saw him at a wedding, he was dancing. No, he's dead. Why? Because within a few months, he's going to be dead. Right now, he's classified as a dead man. Now, question. A guy who's 119 years old, 364 days, and 23 hours, and 52 minutes old. And he's mamish, he has a wonderful 8 minutes left to live, and you go and you kill him. Are you chayiv misa or not chayiv misa? Of course you chayiv misa, but he's about to die. He only has 8 minutes left. What if you pull the plug on somebody in the hospital? You chayiv misa? Chayiv. So what's the difference? Because he has a slit thing, and there is a huge difference. I don't know how to explain it, but one is classified dead, and one is about to die. Two different things. When you're classified halachically as a dead man, and you kill him, it's different halacha. So says the Gemara, for some things, it doesn't mean that if he's over Isser Arayis that he's not over the Isser. It doesn't mean if he's over the Avodah Zarah, he's not over because he's a dead man and therefore he can do Avodah Zarah. No, when it comes to death, how do we view him? Is he a dead man or a live man? He's a dead man halachically for Ritzicha. Says the Gemara, if you go ahead and kill a treifa, you potter. Now, once again, don't get excited here. Don't go around killing treifas. You will be chayiv b'dei shomayim. B'dei adam, we can't kill you in Bezdin. Begoises b'dei shomayim shu chayav. Begoises b'dei shomayim. If a guy, HaKadosh Baruch Hu decided this guy should be a goises, in other words, only has a couple minutes or whatever it is to die, shu chayiv, you kill him, you are chayiv. Lo nechleku ela begoises b'dei adam. I love this ma'isa. I said it just recently, but I'll say it again. A guy, big tzaddik, was walking around the hospital, visiting people that were very, very sick, and he had the schos. He was there by somebody who was like in his last breath, and he told him something, but in a funny language. He told him kakadoodle-doo, whatever he told him in this language. And when his kids came, he's menachem them. He said, I just want to tell you that your father said kakadoodle-doo, and then Yatsan Nishma said kakadoodle-doo. He says, what does it mean kakadoodle-doo in your language? So he said, it means, please get off my oxygen line, I can't breathe. So, when you do it, you're physically, you're the one causing this geisus, then, if it happens from Shamayim, you kill the guy. But if it was a car accident, and that's why he's geisus, is b'dei adam, we have a machlokes. Is it similar to somebody that his esophagus, his trachea is slit, or is it similar to a geisus that HaKadosh Baruch Hu gave him a disease and he's dying? How come one doesn't hold like the other? There's two svaras over here. Somebody gets a disease from HaKadosh Baruch Hu, nothing happened to him. But this guy that's in a car accident, somebody did something to him, it's different. And the one that compares him to a geiz b'dei shomayim, how come it's not similar to the treifa? Here, the treifa, his simanim, his trachea is cut. In other words, he doesn't have a trachea. Halachically, he doesn't have a trachea. This guy's in one piece, he has all his limbs and his ivar. Somebody said in front of somebody, learned in front of Sheshes, if somebody gives somebody a good zetz, but he's not going to die, so then a second person finishes him off, he's chayav. Ask the Gemara, if a guy just punched him in the face, he's not going to die from that. What's the chiddush that you don't kill him? Of course you don't kill him. The chiddush is on the second guy, that the second guy is chayav. The Rebbe Yehuda Ben Seira says, Kol nefesh means a little bit. So even if you finish him off, you're the guy at the end, you took away his life, you're chayav. Omarava. Ha'ireg is that treva potter that we said before, that if you kill somebody that has a cut trachea, or he has that hole in his body, you're potter. Utreifa shaharag, what if he committed murder? The guy with a hole in his heart committed murder. So it depends. B'fnei Bezdin chayiv, shloi b'fnei Bezdin potter. If he committed murder in front of Bezdin, he's chayiv. The famous Maisa, it's brought down in Sfarim. I forgot it. Rabbi the Kaplan, Rabbi Kaplan, I think. So basically, there's two women. The terrible thing of fighting and machlokes is two women, two sisters had a big fight their entire life. And on one of the sisters' last day, she asked to see her sister. So the families are super excited. They're finally going to make peace. Baruch Hashem. Okay, she's going to go to the next world in peace. And they bring the sister in, and the sister that's dying could barely speak, and she's whispering. So the sister bends down. She motions to her, come closer, and she whispers something in her ear. And as she whispering in her ear, she bit her ear as hard as she can, and then she died. She went in. In other words, That's how low people are with the machlokes. That's how it gets. Even the last moment, this person also, he's a treifa. He's going to die. What are you messing around? Why are you killing people? What are you having peidas? But that's what he did, not stop in front of Bezdin. In front of Bezdin, you're chayiv. So, b'fnei Bezdin, chayiv d'chsivu v'yata ro mikir becha. So this is a mardig chiddush. Why? Think about it. We learned in Sanhedrin that if an entire Bezdin, 23 people say this guy's chayiv misa, we don't kill him. There has to be at least one person, one dayan that says that he's not guilty. If he killed in front of Bezdin, there can't be one dayan that says he's not guilty. Everybody saw it. So they can't even paskin that he's chayiv. But he's chayiv, why? Because of a new pasuk. In other words, this guy's potter. But we have something called get rid of the evil. But if it wasn't from the Bezdin potter, the havili eidu shiyat yochel azima. Think about it. The Eidim that testified that this guy did something wrong, and if they're lying, you can't kill them. Why? What do they want to do? They want to kill a guy that has a hole in his heart. They're trying to kill a dead man. They're not dead, so you can't kill them. It's different. Here we have a brand new Eidos Shat Yochel Azima, Eidim Zayimim. The men started wearing that so they could put the phone, you know, they push the phone in there and they hands-free phone talking. Zok the Gemara, a person's over Mishkav Zachar with another man who's going to die. So you'll say, Allah, he's dead. Dead. And a dead man, if a person's over Mishkav Zachar with a dead person, is not chayiv. So maybe he's dead. No, he's chayiv. Treva Shurava, and the Gemara explains this far. But if the guy who halachically is a dead man walking, he's the one over this, sir. So it depends. Bifnei Bezdin chayiv. Shlo bifnei Bezdin potter. Bifnei Bezdin chayiv. Why? You got to get rid of the evil. Shlo bifnei Bezdin potter. But if not from the Bezdin potter, the havila eidu sheyat yochel azima. Once again, it's the same exact halacha. It's edus that you can't do hazam. You can't kill the edus. Says Gemara, Sulam Ali. Why do you need two cases? One of Reveh, one of Ritzicha, Hainoach. It's the same thing. Hareveh says Reveh Tzricha. I need the chiddush for the one that's over with the Zachar. Mao the same Elevi came out the Mishamish Meiz V'li Potter. L'maisa, halachically, he's having relations with the dead person, and therefore he should be Potter. Kamash V'lodim Shema. No, it's different. When it comes to Harayas, it's about the Metzias. The fact is, he is benefiting physically and therefore, we consider it as if he's alive and he's chayiv. Eidim that testified on a person that has a hole in his heart. And we found that they are liars, we don't kill them. Why? Because they try to testify about a dead man, and they're not dead, so you can't kill them. But what if, here, Rabbi Isa, here we have a little bit of a picture. Check this out. They testified about a guy that has a hole in his heart. That's the hole in the heart. What if they have? Oh, and then the second pair says that the first pair were on a yacht, on a cruise. You can't kill them. Great. But what if? Because the guy with the hole in the heart has a skull. In other words, he's considered dead. And the guy and they have a heart. They're alive. One has a heart. So Kat 2, the second pair, cannot testify about the first pair. What about if the guy that they're testifying about is alive and well? He has a heart. He doesn't have a hole in the heart. The ones who have a hole in the heart are the Edom themselves. They have a hole in the heart. Then another pair of Edom come and testify about them that they are liars. They were on the cruise. So here's the big, what's going on here? The second set of Edom are chayiv. You could kill them for lying. Why? The guys with the holes in the heart, you could kill them, but they have holes in the heart. Neragim. So Rashi explains here because they're a big chiddush. It's a chiddush. It's not true. Even the second guys, if you could figure out that the second guys were on a cruise, they also don't get killed. Look, here, there's a third set of Edom. Nobody gets killed. Why? Because the Edom Shiyat Echol Azima. So what's Pshat in Rava? The Pshat is that this whole idea of Hazam is a tremendous chiddush. because it's one set against another set. Why should I believe the set that says you are a cruise? Believe the set that say I was here and I witnessed this. It's 2 against 2. So since it's a chiddush, we're not concerned about Yechiel Azima on that case. What if the animal himself has a hole in his heart and he killed a human being? You kill that animal. But what if the owner has a hole in his heart? Sharag, potter, he's potter. My time, what's the reasoning? In other words, you don't kill the shor. Why? That there's a connection between the owner and the bull. When you could kill the owner, then you could kill the owner, the shor. If you can't kill the owner, why? Because he has a hole in his heart, he's a treifa, so then you can't kill the shor. Even if the shor himself, this is a chiddush galmoid, the perpetrator, the bull who killed, has a hole in his heart. We did an x-ray, we saw that he has a hole in his lung or whatever it is, he's a treifa, and he kills a human being. We don't kill that shor. Why? Because he's similar to his owner. If the shor, we flip him into owner, into a human being, he'll be potter because he has a hole in his heart. Shonami, potter. She's the boy sakelev. We have a machlokes here, fundamental machlokes. Check this out. You take a snake and you take the venom out. Where is the venom exactly? Is the venom inside the body of the snake? It's like a vaccine. You take a needle, you poke a person with the needle. Did the vaccine go into his body? No. You have to push down on the syringe and then the vaccine goes in. So by me poking a person with the needle, I didn't do anything. It's the one that pushed the vaccine in. The same thing with the snake. Is it that the moment I put the fangs into the skin, it's automatic that the poison, the venom, goes into the body and kills the person? Or no, I put the fangs in, then the snake decides to push the syringe in, to push it in. So it's not me doing it. That's already a grama. That's another entity called a snake. Big nafkamina, do I kill the person or I don't kill the person? Do I kill the snake or don't kill the snake? If it's the human being that did it, if it's in one shot, I kill the human being, I don't kill the snake. The snake is just a tool. If I take a hammer, kill somebody with a hammer, I don't do anything to the hammer. I kill the person. I don't destroy a gun. I kill the person, I bring to Bez and kill the person. The gun, somebody else could use it. But if the gun is what caused it, over here, the snake decides on his own to shoot, to put the venom. Sometimes he doesn't, sometimes he does. It comes from a distance. It's delayed by a few seconds. It's not a shaila in Metzias over here. It's a question of this delay that happens. Is it caused by the snake or caused by the person? Rabbi Yehuda, Eres Nachash Ben Shinav Hu Oimed. The venom is there it's already there. And by you putting the fangs, the teeth into the human being, you killed the human being. There's a beautiful Vilna Gaon here that says, check this out. He says, this Gemara says, in Brachas, everybody knows this Gemara, Ein Aroid Memes. The snake, the Aroid, doesn't kill. It's a human being that kills. The human being that did Avera, he caused his own death. So based on that Gemara, says the Vilna Gaon, it ties into this Gemara. That, what do we call the Yetzer Hara? We call him a Nachash. He's the Nachash. We call him the Satan. So you take the word Nachash and Satan, the Nun and the Shin is Shen. The Shin and the Nun is Shen. What's between the Shen and the Shen? Chet. Between the two teeth, you have Chet. That's what he says. That this Eres, the Eres of the Nachash, Ben Shina V'oimed. The venom, what's the venom? It's not the Nachash, it's you. It's the Chet that you do, it's Ben Shina, between the two teeth, between the Shin and the Shen. Lefichach, Makish B'sayif. That's why the person that takes the snake, this is a snake, you go like this, so I'm the killer. I use the snake as a killer. I don't want to say that person dies. The Nachash is just a vessel, he didn't do anything. Potter. But according to Chachamim, Eres Nachash Matzmi Meiki. The venom doesn't come out right when you hit it. That comes out later or whatever it is, it's delayed. That's why he's like a bull that killed. V'hamakish Potter. Potter again. B'dei Adam. B'dei Shomayim, he's a killer, he's a terrible person. Says the Mishnah, Makis Chaveri ben Bevin ben Be'egroif. You hit a person, whether it's with a stone, whatever vessel it is, or with your fist. V'amaduli misa. Chacham come along, they assess the situation. They say this guy is going to die. So it's a very big nafkamin if they assess him or not. They assess for death. Vehekel mema shahoya, and then he gets out of it. Ulachar mikan hichbid v'meis chayav. I was telling Gary back in the day, I don't want to bring up bad memories, but maybe it'll give somebody a chizuk, maybe somebody will view it a little bit differently. You probably understand this very well. A lot of times when people have a terrible disease, they go down, 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 down in the families, and then all of a sudden there's like, wow, a day of like, the person comes back and terminal lucidity. They come back and the family goes, wow, Baruch Hashem, the treatments are working, look at him. And then it's all over, and then it just goes even worse. And that is like a false sense of hope. It's a terrible roller coaster that the family goes through. But the Mishnah says, this guy, Bezin says he's dying. And all of a sudden you see he's sitting up in bed, he's talking, he opens his eyes, he says, oh, he got out of it. But then it went all downhill from there and he dies. Chayav, because Bezin knew what they're talking about. Your strike is what killed this person. Yes, he had a moment of refuah and healing in middle. That doesn't count. Rabbi Nechama Yomer Potter. Rabbi Nechama says no. Look, he's back to himself again. The fact that he died, that something else happened. Pneumonia kicked in. I don't know what another cause, a side cause. Shiraglayim ledover. Why did he get so good? Why? Torah Rabbanan. Ezudarsh and Rabbi Nechama argues, and this is what he says: Im yocham misalach b'chutz. It says in the pasuk, if a person strikes someone and he's able to walk around, al mishanta. Some people learn mishanta means a stick. That's how you vish, al mishanta. No, over here al mishanta means l'chayra means he's completely healed. V'nika amaka. He's completely healed. You don't kill the striker. Ask the Gemara. I need a pasuk to tell me that the guy made 100% recovery. That you don't kill the guy. Why would you kill him? He's not a killer. The guy's 100%. So you have to say pshat is, they said he's going to die. Vehegel, and he made a little bit of a recovery, a little bit. And then he ended up dying. Shu Potter. In this case, as he is Potter. Where is the sponsors for a second? Turning to the Daf. Adar Global Experts in International Financial Services, Dr. Alan and Barbara Listhouse, in memory of my dear father, Yosef Listhouse, on his 45th yard, Mordechai Yosef Ben Aaron Olav Shalom. Lurfus Rivka, Henyo Bas Shalamis, Lurfus Latino Yechiel Yedish Ben Chama Shendol, Netlife Realty Bet Shemesh, and Moshe Einhorn, in honor of rebellion, the entire MDY family. Rabban Hai Vinika Amaka Medar Shibei. What do you do? What do they do with this Vinika Amaka? Shechayshim Vaisai. We need a chiddush to tell us. We don't talk a lot about it in the Gemara about jail. There is a jail in Tyre, and the Tyre is brought down. You put him in jail. And if the guy he's healed, then you have to release him from jail. You only put him in jail because we don't know what the halach is going to be. What's going to happen to this guy? A little bit of a riddle. Okay, we won't go into it. Rabbi Nechama Chavishim Minolei. No, it's 806. Rabbi Nechama says, Chavishim Minolei. How do you know this idea of jail? It says Mefurish in the Torah. I don't know if you paid attention. Where's Mishmar? Mishmar's jail. It's not Thursday night challenge or anything. It's a jail. Why do they need a special pasuk? V'nika amaka, learn from Mekoshesh. Mekoshesh bar k'talahu. No. The Mekoshesh, the guy is Michal Shabbos. He deserved to die, and so why did they put him in jail? He just didn't know what type of death penalty to give. But over here, we don't know if he deserves the death penalty or not. Why? Because we don't know if this guy's going to die or not. This guy, we have no idea. Is he a killer or not? The guy's in the hospital now. You can't kill him before we know what's going to happen, if he's going to die or not. So you put him in jail, meanwhile. So Rabbi Nechama knew he has to find the new pasuk now. So he's going to learn again. It says in the pasuk by a person that curses Hashem, by Mishmar. Again, once again. Put him in jail. Over there, we didn't even know if he deserves the death penalty. And we put him in jail until we found out. I can't learn from Megadif because that was a one-time thing. The sign, like it says, Moshe Rabbeinu knew that he deserved the death penalty. He just didn't know which one. But the Megadol Nemar boy Elo Lifer Lohem Al Pi Hashem. There's no idea whether he's chayiv misa or not. Shlo Yedem Moshe Yedem Hu B'Misa Kol Ikrim Live. He didn't know if he's chayiv misa. Says Gemara Bishlam El Rebbe Nechama Hainu Dechsivi Treyum Dinas. I'm going to make this very easy. If you read the pasuk, don't read the red. We have a beautiful pasuk here. Two psukim. A person hits somebody with his fist. Don't read the red. What do you do? Rak shifta yitim rape. Pay him sheves and ripui, the amount of days they didn't work, his medical bills. Shoma Yisrael. What do I have to say? V'lo yamos. Im yakum. If he does get up. So I have here two limudim of two assessments. V'lo yamos. I checked. Take a look. He didn't die. Second assessment. Im yakum is out. Why do I need two? Two assessments. One is the case that we discussed. They said he's going to die, but he ended up living potter. We don't kill the guy. Oh, this one is a tremendous chiddush. Death, recovery, death. Bezin said he's going to die. He made a nice recovery, but he ended up dying. Also potter according to Rebbe Nechama. But according to Chacham, not potter. What do you need this pasuk for? El Rabbanan Treyum Din Lamali. Says Gemara, I'll tell you why. Chad amadu lemisa v'chaya, that he's potter if he ended up living. V'chad amadu l'chayim v'meis. They said that he's going to live. So what if Bezin passes he's going to live, but they made a mistake and he actually died? Over here, that's a huge chiddush that he's actually potter, because Bezin said he's going to live. You don't need a potter, it's so potter. Because Bezin said he's potter even though then the guy ended up dying. Rabbi Sai, have a wonderful day.